after our thermal experience and we're just on our way to Taupo, and we will stop by Huka Falls on our way. It's actually turned out to be an absolutely beautiful day, even though the morning started off quite like cloudy and rainy and misty. Once we get to Taupo tomorrow probably, because we're quite tired, we will get ourselves organised for the Tongariro Alpine crossing possibly on Monday, because Monday's weather is a lot better than tomorrow. So Monday is going to be our option. It's Saturday today. Yeah, so we'll sort of just chill tomorrow, I think, get some washing done because everything absolutely stinks of sulphur, and then do the Tongariro crossing on Monday and just pray for good weather.
But we've just decided in the last minute that we're going to stay here until we complete it. It might be a month, might be 2 months. We ain't leaving until we've crossed Mordor, conquered Mount.
Yeah, the sun is shining and we're busy looking at volcanoes, so that's really cool. Again. They're coming again.
After enjoying the falls for a little while and coming away slightly deaf from the noise, we headed to Countdown to pick up some groceries and a few essentials for the next couple of days. Next, we headed for our accommodation. We decided to up the budget a little bit this time as we planned for our big walk and urgently needed to wash our clothes. If anybody's been around sulphur before, you know how badly it stinks. This place had all the essentials and even a TV room. Not that we used it, but it was definitely a treat, and home comforts was exactly what we needed. The best thing about this place, they organised our shuttle bus pickup, so all we had to do was drive and park at the end point of the Tongariro Alpine crossing, and the shuttle bus would pick us up from there and take us to the starting point. Good thing we actually picked Monday to do the walk, as all of Saturday and Sunday's crossings were cancelled due to bad weather. More money. It costs what it costs. That's our philosophy in New Zealand. It costs what it costs. We're not going to come back here because it's such a long way to get here, so this is it. So you want to stay in a nice holiday park? Stay in a nice holiday park. You want to go to Hot Springs? Go to Hot Springs. You want to go to Tongariro Crossing and pay $100 for a return ticket? Do that. Nothing can't be sold with a positive attitude, more money.
And look at that view. Kevin is looking all pretty, albeit a little bit dirty, so we need to clean it. This is our little spot for the night. We have our own hedge, which is really cool. I will take you on a tour. So this is all up for ours. We're like in a little enclosed area. And one of the best parts, apart from a lot of privacy, we have our own bench.
I didn't know about that, Tim.
How amazing is that?
That's what it costs.
Very cool.
Quick update, Tongariro Crossing, shuttle bus, booked. Forgot to add, we've got to wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning and be on the road at 5:15 to get at the car park for 6 o'clock. So the alarm's been set for 5 in the morning. It's now currently 11:30. Should have gone to bed earlier, but classic Sam and Christine. So yeah, we will see you bright and early at 5 o'clock or close to that time tomorrow. Night. Good morning everybody. It's currently about 5:30 here in New Zealand and we, as you've seen, are just about to head off to Tongariro crossing the car park, but first let's get water from a petrol station. So yeah, on our way.
Turned out to be not the smoothest start to our day. We arrived at the car park a little later than expected, so it was already super busy and we couldn't actually park there as the attendants had no change. So we ended up ditching Kevin on the side of the road, close to where the shuttle bus would pick us up. I was getting a little bit stressed at this point, but anyway, the bus eventually came and we got on and it took us to the start of the crossing. Our first greeting of the day, which kind of set the tone for the rest of the walk, was none other than the lonely mountain. And so it begins. It's 8 o'clock in the morning and we are about to start our walk.
Gotta watch out for orcs, the Eye of Sauron, Smaug, and Gollum, who's following us. Follow me. So it begins here. 19.4 kilometres, roughly 12 miles, 8 hours. This is what.
3 kilometers down and we are almost on the hour mark. It's so beautiful and obviously we're only just getting started, but it's incredibly beautiful and we're just taking our time, enjoying the views and also taking lots of pictures and videos so we can share them with everyone back home. But yeah, so far so good. We've each taken one layer off so far and yeah, still it's a little bit cool. So I'm going to keep my long sleeve on for now and yeah, we keep going. We will be starting our ascent to the side of Mount Doom. So we will be climbing, you can see people up there right now, but where you can see that track, we will be climbing at the side of Mount Doom. So we have a very happy Sam over here. He's very excited.
It's not every day you're in Middle Earth, so it's not every day you're in Mordor. As we enter stage 2 of the walk, taking us from Soda Springs up to the South Crater, we were reminded that the easy part is behind us, and there's a much harder journey ahead.
It's very lucky.
Before we begin our ascent via the grueling 300-step Devil Staircase, climbing 200 vertical meters in a very short distance, we take the opportunity to refuel before we begin the next leg of the crossing. good. That's all.
6 kilometers down, 2 hours walked so far, and we have just climbed the side of Mount Doom. About Mount Doom.
4 hours to go.
Yeah, 4 hours, and then yeah, not too bad so far, I think.
That's not too bad actually. I'm not even hungry. We only had one coffee this morning. Like, drink a little bit of water. Yeah, it's not too bad.
Yeah.
Went to the toilet at the start, haven't gone to the toilet again. Yeah, it's actually not too bad. So it's now 4 hours later, it might be. Just when we thought the crossing couldn't get any more spectacular, we start our second and last big climb along the Red Crater Ridge to reach the highest point at 1,868 metres. With the breathtaking views of South Crater behind us, we had no idea that the best was yet to come.
Must be about the most beautiful thing I've ever seen.
Besides from me. It's quite slippy. All the Manx fell runners would do this with ease. Me on the other hand, one twisted ankle away from no ankle left.
It's just gone 12 o'clock and we have just had some lunch by the Emerald Lakes. We have no idea how many kilometers we have done so far, or how long we've got left. So hopefully we get to a marker soon so we can,
There's a sign coming up.
Oh, is there?
There's a sign coming in about 100 metres, so
Okay, good.
update you on how far to go.
Yeah, but so far the hardest bit that we did was the bit just behind us, where we were literally just sliding down
Well, you have to
the
go
hill.
up to begin with, and then you got to go down. There's no grip, so you just slide.
Yeah, we were just sliding and like twisting our ankles and stuff, but thankfully no injuries. And yeah, really beautiful. It's quite cold up here, so we're all wrapped up now. And yeah, hopefully we start heading into warmer climate on this walk. Yeah, so we'll fill you in once we know how far we have left to go.
Halfway mark, roughly. The old track's 19.4 kilometres and we've just walked 9, so yeah, just about halfway. See if we'll get it done in 2 hours.
Woo.
Quick breath of fresh air for me head. That's back to a tea cosy. I used to have a tea cosy, like this. The Blue Lake marked the halfway point on the crossing. It was pretty much all downhill from here into the valley, with about 3 kilometres walk ahead of us to the next checkpoint. We were on the home stretch and in desperate need to feel warm again. With the stunning views of the central plateau, we descended further and further, heading closer to the end of the track. We descended roughly around 432 metres over about an hour of walking. Like many people, we would have to agree that the descent is the most grueling and relentless part of this journey. Mr. Ankle twice. You weak ankles don't like heights. Oh wow, look at this. The constant decline was absolute agony on our toes and knees, and it turned out our shoes were really not fit for purpose for this type of journey. But nonetheless, the views of the national park were absolutely breathtaking, and with the end almost in sight, we got a second wind to complete the journey on a high.
Just under an hour and a half to go, and we have about 6 kilometers left, so almost there. Not long now.
It's been long 3.1.
We'll run it, Sam. Okay, we think we're heading. Well, you can see that little cutter thing there. We think, but we shall see. Okay, we are officially on the final leg of our Tongariro Alpine crossing. Literally about 14 minutes to go, so it says, and we are finishing off our Alpine crossing with a glen walk, which is really nice. It seems like we've faced all sorts of terrains today, which is really cool, and we're gonna have a nice coffee and a can of Coke each. We are absolutely dying for a can of Coke. We've been thinking about it for the last hour, so it's keeping us going.
That's over for everybody else, but not for us. We've got to walk another 1k to get to Yeah, we did.
Wow, 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 wow. Amazing. Incredible.
You've probably seen some of the footage already, but it's really hard to do the landscape and the scenery justice with just video through our camera. It's just impossible to capture. You have to see it with your own eyes. But yeah, hopefully you can get an idea of what it was like. But it was, yeah, it did feel like you were in Middle-earth.
Absolutely breathtaking.
Yeah. Now, can I Coke, some food of some description, and yeah, we've got a kind of camper van sort of ground to sort of chill for the rest of the day, recoup, and then onwards towards Wellington for our last sort of 3 or 4 days in the North Island before we hit South Island. This is the last big thing we want to do in the North Island, and there's a lot of big things we need to do in the South Island.
Yeah.
All themed down Lord of the Rings and Hobbit.
8 minutes past 3, and it took us 7 hours in total to do the walk. 19.4 kilometers in total. Couldn't have been better conditions. It was absolutely perfect.
Nice bit of mist that went over the mountains and the cliffs. It cleared up at the start of the walk so we could see the peak of Mount Doom. We need to figure out which mountain is the lonely mountain, because we saw one with a glacier on top, like an ice cap, that had like 3 or 4 different peaks. And then as soon as we walked towards Mount Doom, in our backdrop there was a very single pointed peak with also an ice cap on top, which looked like an illustration out of The Hobbit. So we need to Google what it looks like, and then we need to go there possibly tomorrow before we leave this area, because we hate to miss that. So yeah, hopefully there's a sort of shot we can get. So 19.4 kilometers later, and we just completed New Zealand's best one-day hike. It is safe to say it was probably the best walk we have ever been on. The feeling of euphoria was real, as you can probably tell by Christine's reaction. As promised, after we finished, located Kevin and hit the road again, a quick coffee stop to soak in and admire the national park and the epic journey we just accomplished.
Just a quick coffee stop. What a view.
Next, we headed back for Lake Taupo and spent the next day recovering and soaking up the beauty of this volcanic landscape, whilst also making some new feathered friends.
Just had our first visitors. And some duckies. No. Sam! Sam? Push it away, throw another one. It's gonna see my toe. Sam, throw it quickly.
An absolute epic end to our time here in Tongariro and Lake Taupo. We'll see you next time on the road for more Middle-earth adventures. Until then, peace.
Must be about the most beautiful thing I've ever seen.